and said affliction he apparently had developed no resistance to, constantly provoking the professor to ask, "Am I the only Jew? Mika the only black? You the only Southerner?" If the professor said he was Jewish, well, Darren would take his word for it. Mika, though, was obviously the only black in class, and Darren the only Southerner. Wasn't he essentially Southern? Wasn't that the core of his being, his essence, as it were? At least, that was how he felt now that he was in California. He held doors for the tender gender and all elders. Thank you, and please, and may I adorned every conversation. Ma'am was an escape artist extraordinaire, often slipping out mid-sentence. Professors wagged their fingers, but even the one who claimed it aged her only slightly less subtly, but just as permanently as gravity, appeared at moments to relish this memento of a bygone era. This sole American who, like foreign students and athletes, recognized the instructors as ultimate authorities, approaching their bunkers as shrines bearing cookies and other gifts in outstretched hands, like a farmer leaving a peck of apples or a pair of just-plucked broilers at his lawyer's back door. "Sir," he could utter without censure. Yet this inbred politeness was not what set him apart. Every student at Berkeley, all 36,142, he believed, played an instrument or a sport or volunteered for a social justice venture or possessed some obscure and rare talent. Or all four. Students raised in tents in Zimbabwe by field anthropologists, and twin sisters who earned pilot's licenses at age 15, and Olympians from as far afield as Norway. One student athlete, a track star, upon being asked, "Are you considered fast in your country?" smiled charitably. "I am the fastest." And the Asian students, he'd once confessed, awe-stricken during a phone conversation with his mother. Some of the Asians, well, I shouldn't say some when they are a majority, but some of the Asian students speak multiple languages, more than a holy roller, languages I didn't even know existed. Kaya in Calc 2, for example, is half Korean but raised in Malaysia. She speaks Korean like her mom, Chinese like her dad, Malay like her cousins at home, and is already in French 2 and Spanish 3. Does she even speak English? He sighed. "Don't fret, honey. You earned the right to be there, and you'll do fine, Dee Dee baby. Don't fret." He murmured his thanks, reluctant to admit, let alone explain, that his distressed aspiration bespoke not lamentation but yearning. Kaya mesmerized him, sitting in the basement commons study sessions, twirling her hair around her pen as she wrote notes in Korean and IM'd in English and tweeted in Malay, all while conjugating the subjunctif, her bare knees pressed together to balance a laptop surely hot to the touch. "Don't fret," his mom would repeat after his long silences. He didn't. He didn't fret, nor did he reckon, or figure, or get, or study. Having followed his favorite cousin Quint's advice and picked a school more than a day's drive from home, he found the freedom intoxicating. If his parents could see him Monday mornings, tongue a rabbit's tail, stiff and bristly, Darren not knowing whether to feel pride or shame. They guessed at it, though, after reading his midterm report. His mother, "Are you sick, honey?" His father, in the background, with alcohol poisoning, maybe. Following that call, Darren changed his mailing address to the dorm. But he didn't yet regret his decision to go westward ho! When he'd left home back in August to start school, Quint warned, "Don't go ABBA or Tiny Dancer." Huh? Don't get gay. Don't get roofied and get made gay, either. Or homosexual. When he returned home for Thanksgiving, Quint squinted. "You got AIDS?" Darren gave a lick and checked his reflection in his spoon. As if he hadn't only hours before, and every morning for that matter, paraded at length before the bathroom mirror in his skivvies. "I can see your fucking ribs. You need a 1-800 number." Darren smiled. Without grits and waffles and hash browns and toast all at the same breakfast, and with walking everywhere, the famous freshman 15 had gone the other way. But it looked and felt